In the intricate dance of market economies, decisions made by economic agents, individuals, firms, and governments are pivotal in shaping outcomes. These agents operate within a framework of preferences, constraints, and available information, all of which influence their choices. Let's explore how these decisions unfold in the marketplace. Economic agents begin by assessing their preferences and needs. For individuals, this might involve considering what goods or services they desire most, such as food, clothing, or entertainment. Firms, on the other hand, evaluate their goals, which often revolve around maximizing profit, gaining market share, or innovating new products. This foundational step is crucial, as it sets the stage for all subsequent decisions. Once preferences are established, economic agents confront constraints. For consumers, these constraints typically manifest as budget limitations. They must decide how to allocate their limited income among various goods and services. This decision-making process often involves weighing the marginal utility, the additional satisfaction gained from consuming one more unit of a good, against the price of that good. If the marginal utility exceeds the price, it makes sense to purchase that item. Otherwise, the consumer may forego it in favor of something more valuable. Firms face constraints as well, primarily in the form of production costs and resource availability. They must decide how to allocate their resources, labor, capital, and raw materials effectively to produce goods or services. This decision often involves analyzing production functions, which illustrate the relationship between input and output. Firms aim to find the optimal combination of inputs that minimizes costs while maximizing output. For instance, a manufacturer might experiment with different levels of labor and machinery to determine the most efficient production process. Information plays a crucial role in decision-making for all economic agents. Consumers rely on information about prices, product quality, and availability to make informed choices. In an age of digital connectivity, access to information has expanded dramatically, allowing consumers to compare products and prices easily. This transparency can lead to more competitive markets, as consumers are empowered to seek the best value for their money. Firms also depend on information to guide their decisions. Market research, consumer feedback, and competitor analysis provide valuable insights into consumer preferences and market trends. By understanding what consumers want and how competitors are positioning themselves, firms can tailor their products and marketing strategies to capture market share. Additionally, firms must stay attuned to changes in regulations and economic conditions that could impact their operations. The interplay of supply and demand is another critical factor in decision-making. When demand for a product rises, prices typically increase, signaling to producers to ramp up production. Conversely, if demand falls, prices may decrease, prompting firms to cut back. This responsiveness to market signals is essential for resource allocation. For instance, if a new health trend emerges, such as plant-based diets, producers of plant-based foods may increase their output in response to rising consumer interest, while traditional meat producers might need to adjust their strategies. Competition among firms further influences decision-making. In a competitive market, firms strive to differentiate themselves through innovation, quality, and pricing strategies. This competition can lead to better products and services for consumers, as firms are motivated to improve efficiency and meet consumer needs. For example, in the smartphone industry, companies continuously innovate to offer new features and enhance user experience, all while keeping an eye on competitors' offerings. In some cases, economic agents may face uncertainty in their decision-making. This uncertainty can stem from unpredictable market conditions, changing consumer preferences, or external shocks, such as natural disasters or geopolitical events. To navigate this uncertainty, agents often rely on heuristics or rules of thumb, which can simplify complex decisions. However, these shortcuts can also lead to biases or suboptimal choices. Government policies and regulations also play a significant role in shaping the decisions of economic agents. For instance, subsidies or taxes can influence consumer behavior by altering prices. If the government subsidizes electric vehicles, consumers may be more inclined to purchase them due to lower effective prices. Similarly, regulations can impact firms' decisions regarding production methods, labor practices, and environmental compliance. Firms must adapt to these regulations, which can influence their cost structures and competitive strategies. In conclusion, the decision-making process of economic agents in markets is a complex interplay of preferences, constraints, information, and external factors. Whether it's consumers deciding how to spend their limited income or firms strategizing to maximize profits, these decisions ultimately shape the allocation of resources in the economy. By understanding the nuances of this decision-making process, we can gain insights into the functioning of markets and the behavior of economic agents within them.